Hey friends, Dr. Randy Arno here with Headstrong Coaching, and I'm here with you today to share 3 important tips for supercharging your motivation. Now, if you're working on big stretch goals, working on long-term dream goals, you're inevitably going to encounter obstacles. And the more obstacles you encounter, the more difficult it can be to keep up your motivation at a high level. So it's in these moments you need techniques to fuel that motivation engine. And so today I'm going to share with you 3 more simple ways that are science-backed ways to supercharge your motivation each and every day to help you stay focused on your goals and filter out distractions. So tip number 1 is to focus on things you can control. The more you focus on things that are out of control, the less motivated you'll feel. And honestly, the more you focus on things out of your control, the more anxiety you're going to feel. When you focus completely on just things that you can control, you're going to realize that you can quickly and easily change your situation. So every day, as you work out your to-do list, focus on things that are right in front of you that you can actually do something about, and let go of wasting your time or energy on things that inevitably you can't actually control. One of the most surefire ways of creating more anxiety and stress is for yourself is to focus on and try to change things that you really can't control. So that is tip number 1. Now, tip number 2, do you ever find yourself sort of waiting around for inspiration, or you have important goals that you want to start working on, but you just don't feel inspired and you're kind of waiting for that inspiration to hit? So here is perhaps my most important tip for today. That is, act first and get motivated later. One of the best ways to actually get your motivation going is to just take action. If your goal is to read 50 books in 1 year, sit down and read a book for 5 minutes to get started. If your goal is to lose 50 pounds, get started with going for a 10-minute walk. It's actually very common for motivation to follow action. Okay, so let me just show you here on the whiteboard how most people think motivation works, and then I'll show you another way that it also works. So most people think about it this way. We think of inspiration. Once we get inspired, that leads to motivation, which then leads us to take action, right? So action is the important part here in terms of attaining our goals. So a lot of times people get stuck in sort of waiting around for inspiration or seeking inspiration from other sources like inspirational speech or music, which can be helpful, but it's temporary. Now, let me show you another way to think about this. Action also actually leads to inspiration, which in turn leads to more motivation. Okay, now science shows that this actually works as well. This is true. Inspiration leads to motivation, which makes us more likely to take action. But if you take action, regardless of whether you're motivated or inspired, taking action towards your goals leads to inspiration, which then leads to more motivation. More motivation leads to more action. It's a sort of an upward spiral of motivation and action. So the important tip for you here is, don't wait for inspiration or motivation. Create your own inspiration and motivation by taking action. If you feel like you're not ready, take action anyway. If you feel unmotivated, take action anyway. Once you take action, as long as it is some tangible action towards your goal, no matter how small, you are going to feel more inspired, and that's going to drive your motivation up. It's just a self-perpetuating cycle, which is very positive, what I call an upward spiral of productivity. Okay, now, tip number 3 for today is surround yourself with people who motivate you. One of the most effective ways to boost your motivation, other than going ahead and taking action towards your goals, is to surround yourself with other people who are like-mindedly motivated. So if you're working on building a business, spend more time with other passionate entrepreneurs. If you're working towards a goal weight, join a weight loss support group or get with other friends who have some of the same goals. And along these lines, think about getting an accountability partner. You need encouragement and support as you pursue your goal, but it's also helpful to have someone around who can hold you accountable. So, like for example, for my own personal life, I'm currently working on creating some online courses. And so I've paired up with a good friend of mine who is working towards the same goal. And so we've started a weekly meeting. We set goals for each week. We check in with each other periodically to hold each other accountable. So there's the accountability part for this tip, but there is also the sense of inspiration and motivation that comes from sharing in your successes and being around somebody else who is equally passionate about some of the same things as you are. So those are my 3 tips for you for today. If you've missed my other part 1 and part 2 of these Supercharge and motivation tips, I'm going to link those videos below. And like I said before, these ideas are pretty simple, but they're backed by science and they can have profound effects. If you just start putting some of these to work in your own life, you will see a difference. So until next time, so I hope you found this helpful. I hope you have tried some of these tips. If you have any questions, comment below or send me a direct message and I'll get back to you. And do me a favor, if you like this video, click like on the video and share this with share this. And do me a favor, if you like this video, click like on the video. And so I hope you found this helpful. I hope you will try these ideas. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to put in the comments below or send me a direct message. And do me a favor and think about a friend who you think might find these tips helpful and share this video with them. And I will see you guys next time.